Okay, first of all, my name is Alexandra, and the whole thing with my business and entrepreneurship started 5 years ago when I had my first attempt to have a business own. Back then, I was dreaming of having an online cosmetic store. Um, I wanted a grand beauty shop such as Sephora, Douglas, and so on.
Okay.
It all started from a desire to work on my own. And that's when I stepped back and asked myself, why should I work on building on someone else's dreams and instead of start building something of mine and own dreams? Until 2019, I tested different things, just fit me the most, and then it happened. So back in 2019, one day, a friend um, who knew that through all my abilities, I was also passionate about photography and editing. And she asked me if I could help her and try to win her a diploma for one of her classes. Of course, I accepted. It was a challenge for me, and I am the type of person who likes challenges. I finally made a diploma for her, and it came out that graphic design, could be another skill on which I can work on. So I did it for a few weeks after, and one day later, she asked me, why won't you do this for other people too? I have my community, I mean her online community on Facebook, and she told me that she can let me promote myself into her community, see how it goes. So this is how it started. And since then, since 2019, I am working on my project on graphic design. Um, my business is named Navy Sketch. Uh, yes, this is how it all started.
You started with cosmetic and ended
Yes,
up with graphic design.
yes, yes.
Okay, this is a really interesting journey.
Uh, there's a time in our life when we don't find our place. We want to try this and that, and then you finally find your place, and that's it, I guess.
Hmm. So when you started this design, web design company,
Uh, yeah, actually, it's graphic design.
graphic design,
Yeah, but
okay, apologize. Uh,
it's okay.
you needed
Yeah.
some money to start it.
Uh,
You had like an initial investment in the company.
Not really, I would say, because it's the type of business which doesn't need investment in the beginning, you
Okay.
know. Um, Later on, I got to invest in courses, in I don't know. I also buy myself contracts, and but no, I mean, it was a minimum amount of money which I used to open up the business.
If you can say how much euro were.
Thinking about the costs, I think somewhere around mm, 150 euros, let's
Okay,
say.
okay, not too
This
bad.
including the accountability. Is this the right term?
Okay, yes, yes.
Uh,
But what devices do you need to do graphic
uh,
design, for
I
example?
already, I already have one laptop.
Okay,
Of course, one laptop is okay in the beginning, but later on you might need two, even um, desktop is
okay.
better.
And a
Top.
big screen to work on it.
Yes, yes.
So, okay, at the beginning was 150 euro. How much is now the investment? Because you say it's increasing during the time.
It depends. In my situation, it all started like a game. I mean, I didn't really meant to do this, but I said, okay, let's try and see how it goes. And it worked.
That's cool.
Uh, but I must say that this year I bought myself a new laptop because I needed one. And I invested about uh, 2,000 euros.
Wow, wow.
I I bought myself a MacBook. I needed it.
So, it's not required to start with this kind of laptops at the
No,
beginning.
no, no.
You can start with anything you have around.
Yes, because how should I say? When you start this, you need to create yourself a portfolio. Okay,
Yeah.
the before having lots of clients, you kind of start to do things, let's say pro bono, with no
Okay.
cost, because
For free.
excuse me.
Just give them for free to get awareness.
Yes, yes, it's
Okay.
very important. I mean, if you were to work in an agency, maybe the things would be different. But in my case, I started on my own from the start.
Okay. Okay. That's nice. So until now, how many times have you failed?
To be honest, I can't even remember. You know why? Uh, that's because there were certainly many moments when I was on the verge of giving up.
Okay.
If there is one only piece of advice and teaching that I can pass on to those who are in the beginning of the journey, it would be this: no matter how hard it will be, and it will be, uh, do not give up.
Yeah.
Uh,
But-
you know, this is in our human nature. It's the first instinct when it comes on facing problems. If something is not working well or as expected, we just tend to run and give up. You
Well,
know,
it's easy to say never give up, but how you do it to not give up when you're down?
how am I doing this? Good question. I think that the best of motivated in a way or another is step back and actually look back and
Okay.
um all the road you've and all the obstacles you overcome and how you in time.
Okay.
And when you realize that you invested some time and you did some steps, no matter how small they are, uh, you get to realize that it's a pity to give up.
Okay. That's nice. That's nice.
I
So
mean,
don't give up
the
at your
road,
work. That could be that.
what? The road is always long and difficult, but I think that once you stop, it's worth every second, every frustration, pain, fear, nerves, and so on. If I were to tell you, it's like climbing the highest mountain. Which is a tough thing, but when you reach that top, nothing compares to it. And to be honest, this thing keeps me motivated.
That's nice. That's nice. Well, do you think it's important to have a good level of education in order to start a business?
Okay. Uh, there's
First
another
of
good
all, let's define the
question.
education. What means education for you?
Well, to answer your first question, I think yes, having a good level of education in order to start a business is an important thing in a way or another. But you must have a strong will and belief, because once you take the path of entrepreneurship, you also have to work a lot on yourself as a person,
Okay.
on your personal development. This one is a vast subject, but from everything I've learned so far, entrepreneurial education is something that is not taught in school, and I think it's the most important piece of this whole puzzle. So I think it's okay. It's important to have education if we talk about family education, school education, and so on. But anyway, you have to work on yourself.
Okay. And develop yourself.
Yes, yes, that's right.
What was the biggest challenge in your business when you started?
My biggest challenge, bureaucracy.
Okay, beside this one, because it's out of our control.
Yes, I was just kidding. Well, I think that the biggest challenge for me was the fact that I had to hang on and face a very competitive market, because technology and the world itself has evolved in the last 10 years in a very alert
Okay.
way.
Yes.
So you always have to keep up with the trends and adapt to them. The market is very competitive in all fields. But for me, the most difficult thing was to position myself as a business compared to my competitors. I've spent, oh God, so many days and nights thinking about, why am I different of all of my competitors? What am I doing different? It has to be something. I mean, yes,
Yeah.
but I kept moving on forward. And eventually I found out what I was doing different and why I was being different from all of my competitors. Uh, you know, ultimately my clients answered those questions for me,
Okay.
because yes, in the beginning I didn't know that, but starting to work with people and clients, I started to realize which are my let's say strongest points, and what makes me being different from my all of my competitors.
That's nice. Did you have any support during the developing process?
Well, I must say that my family, they always
Okay,
supported me, especially my husband,
that's nice to have
and
from family.
he constantly encouraged me to go forward. Yes, it's important to have someone to support you after all,
Mm-hmm.
because I think that in any business there are ups and downs, you know. And when you're down here, uh, if you have nobody to support you in those moments, it's just a matter of time, a little matter of time, so you just give up.
Mm,
So yes.
okay. Um, let's think about success. What uh, what success means for you?
Hmm. The definition of success comes in so many ways.
Uh,
But for me, first of all, I think success equals leaving a footprint in this crazy world that we live in a positive way, of course.
okay.
Uh, and at least, but not the last, it is about doing something that you enjoy doing and make doing what makes you happy after all.
Mm-hmm.
Because by doing what you love to do, you are another step closer to success.
Okay. And about your business, do you think it's a successful one?
Can you please repeat? I didn't
Regarding
understand.
of your business, do you think right now it's a successful one?
Uh, I wouldn't say necessarily it's a successful one, but it's on the good road. I
Okay.
mean, we're much better than a year ago, 2 years ago. I am satisfied. I'm I'm really content.
So how you will know when you achieve the success of your business?
Well, my biggest, let's say, objective of this project of mine is, I mean, consists in the idea of having my own graphic design agency one day. At the moment, my team is small. We're like two people.
Okay.
But in the near future, I hope that I can find myself other partners as well. So I think that I will, let's say, I will reach the success uh, in the moment in which I will stai, nu vreau, m-am pierdut. Pierdut.
Bine,
O să tai asta, nu?
poate,
Hă?
poate. O să văd ce vrea editorul.
Scuze.
Ce vrei să
Uh,
spun la o întrebare?
uh, da, eu sunt o persoană destul de sinceră și îmi trebuie timp. Bine că m-am gândit, dar e destul de greu să zic acum cum mă văd eu.
O, nu tăiem. Poți să o tai, adică poți să nu o pun.
Ok.
Ok. Um, facem o mică pauză de tăcere ca să fim. During the COVID-19 pandemic, your company was open, right?
Yes.
Okay. So how was the pandemic for you?
Even though I hate to say this, but it actually went unexpectedly good.
Okay.
All of this because of the thing with the social distancing and all those restrictions. Most of the entrepreneurs had to adapt or reinvent themselves. So they moved their businesses to the online area. Therefore, we had to help some of them regarding their online presence.
Nice. So
Uh,
your revenue has growing during the
yes,
pandemic.
yes,
Did
yes.
you adapt any digitalization in your business during the pandemic time?
No, no,
You
because
was already a digital business.
yes, I mean it goes hand in hand somehow with the whole thing of digital.
Yeah. Yeah. So what future plans do you have for your business?
Future plans. My main goal is to develop my business. So in few years, I will get to have my own graphic design agency with lots of people around me
Okay.
doing their job.
If I may ask, how many people do you expect to be there?
Uh, well, regarding with the earlier question of yours, um, who, with the challenges I had to face
Okay.
within the process of starting and developing my business, we started with three people, me and two friends of mine. And yes, we have one of these not so nice moments in which I had to give up on one of my colleagues.
What's happening? Sometimes in order to save the business, you need to cut a hand.
Yes, that was also one of the, let's say, cross points.
Mm-hmm.
At the moment, we are two people. I could have more people, but I'm like the perfectionist type, and I have to give myself time in order to start seeking for people, talented people, because I want to uh, have around me only quality people, only talented people, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. And the last question for you. What is most important in a business?
Most important in a business. Uh, I think that I can say there are three important things. Uh, Patience is one of them because nothing comes for free. Uh, I don't know how to say, let's say endurance, because
Endurance. Okay.
you have to face some tough times sometimes, and there are not just a few.
Okay.
Uh, and You have to love what you do.
So you can do money without loving what you do.
Without, excuse me, I didn't
You
understand.
can do money if you hate what you do. I mean, if
Uh,
I hate my
no,
activity, I can do money with it.
no, back ago when I graduated from university, I graduated law school.
Okay.
When I decided to go to the law school, I thought that I might like this. When I finished it, I figured it out somehow that it's not my place. I didn't belong there. I didn't fit myself.
Okay.
One day, uh, waiting at the dentist, there was a lady who told me that she was a lawyer. We somehow started to have a conversation about law, and she suddenly asked me, okay, now that you have finished law school, what are your plans? What do you decide to do? And I said, I don't really know. I was thinking about becoming a lawyer, or I don't really know. And she looked at me deep and she told me that I can never forget her.
Okay.
She told me, okay, if you decide to be a lawyer, do it. But if you don't feel it deep in your heart and you don't like it 100%, don't do it.
Oh, yeah, that's deep. That's deep.
Yes.
Uh, um, Thank you very much again for being here and sharing this information with us. Will be really helpful for those who wants to learn and develop their business and special graphic design businesses. You will be an inspiration for them. If you want to give last words,
Well, I wanted to thank you in the beginning of this interview. So I will do it now. Thank you for inviting me, for having me here. It was a real pleasure for me to share with you some of my experiences and information. Hopefully, it will help, let's say, young becoming entrepreneurs.
I hope to. I hope to. Thank you.
And wish you the best. And wish you. I wish that all your plans will work out the way you desire.
That's for the user, not for us. Am I right?
Yes, yes.